Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Got a great show lined up, and let's get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. Run by and check out all the programs they have there. It's going to warm up a little bit since yesterday. High today's going to get up to about 54, and low tonight's only going to go down to 46. It was cold yesterday, but it's going to be a lot warmer today. Our water temperature is back up to 56 degrees, so that looks good right there. So now let's take a look at our river readings. The Apalachicola, Bluntstown, folks, it got way up there to right at 15. It's just starting to drop, and it's going to drop out a little bit today and by the weekend, but it's still going to be in that warning stage and the flood stage right in that area there. So it's going to be high water all weekend. Now, the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's not going to be dropping it with that rain they had the other day. It's going to stay up there. It's reading 11.2 this morning, and it's going to stay about that way all weekend. May start dropping out some Sunday morning. All right, now take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery, and their motto is "When Carrying Counts," right down the road here on 23rd Street. Looking at today's tides, we're looking at a low tide at 6:57 and a high tide at right at 9 o'clock. And today we're looking at January the 16th, and we've got a good strong tide of 1.6 foot range there, so good movement right there. All right, now our marine forecast west-northwest is coming on pretty strong at 9 miles per hour. I don't know why they say 9. I don't know why they ran it off to 10, but they're saying north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. So not a bad day to get on the water compared to what we've had the last week or two. All right, now, once a week we try to get a report down in our eastern viewing area, an outdoor report sponsored by Blue Water Outriggers, and Captain Blair Morgan is always available and always helpful. And Blair's one of these guys that he's retired, don't have to work now, and he just fishes and hunts. That's all he does. It must be nice, but he knows a lot about the woods and water. Blair and I have been friends since elementary school, so I really trust a lot of things he tells us. Okay, good morning, Blair.
Good morning, Winston. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, buddy. I know right now you're down in the woods at Tate, on the edge of Tate's Hill, and y'all giving some good days in there and hunting, I understand.
Yeah, I'm looking. We got a heavy frost up here right now this morning. It's 38 degrees, and it's really nice up here. But I tell you what, the hunting wise, I got me a nice 8-point yesterday, and
congratulations, good job.
Yeah, I mean it was real nice deer. Looked like the deer probably came out of the river swamps because he was just big and healthy and pretty horns, and of course the river's high. But they're starting to show a little sign of rut up here. They're not in full rut yet, but they're just starting. And we only got a couple of weeks of hunting season left, so I hope to get it in high gear.
Yeah, y'all be probably doing real well next week or two.
Yeah, and of course the weather for the rest of the week, 7-day forecast looks really good for hunting. It's going to be nice and cool, and so that's in high gear. A lot of hogs running around. Somebody wants to kill a hog. There's a bunch of hogs around here too. So, but as far as fishing, about the only thing you can do nowadays is go up. And as far as the St. Joe Bay, there's really no fish, I don't think, left in the bay. They're all up in the St. Joe Canal in a coastal waterway. And I saw somebody showed you how to catch some trout up over here in Apalachicola Bay, up there in the creek.
Yeah. I caught about the first 4 on that trip. Bill about to get mad about it.
Y'all were crazy. It was cold that day.
It was cold, yeah.
That's when we can go fishing bad.
Yeah.
But that's about all that's going on the fishing.
Okay. Have you heard any reports on any stripers anywhere around Wimico or into that area? Have you heard anything on that yet?
Normally the stripers hang around the bridge there at the railroad trestle at right up above Appalachia there in the river.
Yep.
And they'll hang around all the mouths of the creeks this time of the year.
Blair, what do you think is the best way to catch those stripers?
Well, they'll bite any bass bait, a rattle trap, some kind of swim bait that vibrates. anything like that'll work.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Well, buddy,
Yeah.
you enjoy your day up there in the woods now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time again today, Weston.
All right. Thanks for that report.
Yeah. All right, you have fun at work today.
I will. Can't wait. We'll
Okay.
see. All right. All right. That's Captain Blair Morgan, sponsored by Blue Water Outriggers, a great store down there in Port St. Joe and a great sponsor. Let's take our break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Now, first things first, we're talking about my grandson Mason's first buck, and I realized I hadn't shown his picture. I'm about to get in trouble. So first things first, let's go ahead and show Mason's buck that he got Saturday afternoon. Okay, a nice 4-point up on Raleigh Sales land. Look at that big old smile. That's a classic smile right there. He was a happy young man, and we'll have that video for you. And fortunately, Walter was with him, of course, and had a camera on, so we have the whole hunt on video. And we'll get that for you probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. It was a good hunt, a really special time, and something you'll always remember. Now, some more good news. Been asked for about 3 years, Coach, when are you going to come out with another version of the book? I mean, another printing. And I said, I really had not planned on it. Well, folks, we put the order in, the Rose Printing, and the good news is full box will be available. Supposedly, what Rose Printing is telling me, at the end of this month, we'll be able to pick up 1,000 copies of full box, and we'll have them for sale, and we're going to let you know about it. But anyway, I already have if you're interested, you might want to go and start emailing me with your address and phone number and all, and I'll tell you when to come in. And I've already got a list of right at 100 people that's been waiting for them for a while. So I had not planned on doing another copy of it, but we just people asking. So we'll tell you more about it. But it's good news from Rose Printing. They'll be ready at the end of the month, and then we'll get more detail about how to get them and all. And first couple of weeks, I'm just going to mail some out and maybe just try to get them to people that already asked for them, and then we'll get them in the store sometime in February, hopefully. So that's some good news on there, and I know y'all been a lot of y'all been waiting on it. Okay, now moving on to the next thing. You saw in the news the other day about these turtles they released in St. Joe Bay. They had captured in St. Joe Bay. They got really cold, and then they released them on the Gulf side of Cape San Blas. I think it was Tuesday afternoon on the news. I was amazed when I watched it on the news at the amount of people that came down to the beach and watched the actual release of those turtles. It was like a big news event. People were lined up on both sides as they walked down the beach. It looked like, at Academy Awards when the stars walk down the red carpet, you have people on both sides. These people holding turtles walking down. I just got tickled at all the uproar about releasing those turtles. I'm glad people are excited about it. So I saved a turtle a little while back, and I have it on video. I don't have all the fanfare, but I want you to watch this video. This turtle was in the road, and I got out of the road and kept guiding him off into the bushes till he made it over into the bushes. So let's watch this little 2-minute video on Coach Chester rescuing this turtle. Yeah, we're going to get him out of the road. Size of them. I think he's going to make something loose.
back in the woods. Keep going to the left.
All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. That's a big old turtle, big old snapping turtle. Y'all see his head and all. I didn't have the press out there to cover it like the others, so we're not that glamorous, but we did save one turtle. All right, now let's start catching up with pictures. What had happened? I'd misplaced my iPad for a little while. I can't remember where we left off, and also some of these may be redundant, but we're going to go make sure we cover everybody's pictures. If you sent me one and didn't get covered, email it back to me, and I'll make sure we get it in there. Okay. First one. Let's start back here during Christmas holidays. This is right here, Andrea Pitts, and she shot this buck before her husband got in the stand, before her husband Luke got in there. So nice job, Andrea. I thought this poster right here, ladies, if a man says he will fix it, he will. No need to remind him every 6 months. All right. Now, this is Wilkie fan, Brooke Wilkie and Bethany Wilkie, two of my students. Their dad, Coach Wilkie, works with me, and that's one of the boyfriends there, John Crossley. All three of these bucks were taken the same weekend, folks, on the same farm during Christmas holidays. Good job there, girls, and good job there for the whole party. Good job. They were up there around Eufaula, Alabama. Coach George Cochran, the late Coach George Cochran, that's his grandchildren there. Okay. Charlie Wooten up there at Bear Creek Dog Hunting Club. Nice job there, Charlie. We'll talk about these lionfish getting big. Folks, they can get big if we let them go. So we want to get all the lionfish we can. Okay. Got here, let's see. I'm going to skip through a couple of these right here. Let's go on to, I got that one. All right, now we're right here on this black drum. Okay. Doug Pomeroy, because some kayak fishing right here now. This is Greg Sawyer. Okay, got a redfish and all. Okay, one of my students here. He's been on several times before. Good job there. All right, Danielle. Danielle right there. Good job, Danielle. Danielle Beach. All right. Jeff Pomeroy. All right, let's see. Good job there. Jamie Brooke Wilkie again. Deb Paramore taking a picture of that nice eagle at a state park. Great picture there. These were called just sight fishing. Sight fishing here over here during the holidays. 10 Point. Jamie Nelson. Andy Cobb missed that buck earlier. That's a nice buck right there. All right, Steve Stopko graduated last year in my class. Duck decoys out in West Bay, and this doe walks across there last Saturday morning. Walks right through the decoys. All right, nice eagle shot there by Deb. And then we talked about the world record. We want to spend a lot of time on that because this is off the coast of Brazil, but I just wanted to show it to you. Only need 2 tools in life, WD-40 and duct tape. Doesn't move, WD-40. If it moves, use duct tape. Okay, let's end up on this one. I've got some more, but just not going to have time, I don't think, to get to all of them right. It's possible to walk in the woods and be in a bad mood at the same time. Have you thought about that? It really is. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's go and look at our fishing game forecasters. I'm just going to hold it up here because we've had some more stuff on the video up here. Mark Howard, Edgewater Beach Realty. Our time is, we're looking at our time, one time now, we're looking at 12:13 to 2:13. Can y'all see it right there? Right in the middle of the day. 12:13, 2:13. Brought to us by Mark Howard. Saw those pictures he and Michael caught those redfish the other day in West Bay. And nice fishing trip right there. Now, we showed this one time, I want to show it again. The mean conception dates of the does in the northwest region. I sort of zoomed in on it. I want to go over it again basically with you on time, starting over the right-hand side of the screen over the eastern viewing area. Let's start down on the coast down there in Franklin County, January 11th, and right north of Franklin County is Liberty County, January 29th. Now keep in mind, these are the average dates. Mean means average, so there are going to be some early dates and some later dates. That's why people take these bucks in rutting a little bit earlier and a little bit later, but this is the average date. Okay, in Gulf County, February the 8th, all right, right north of there. In Calhoun County, looking at December the 24th, right there, December 24th, right in the middle of your screen there, December 24th, Calhoun. And then right north of Jackson County, north of there, you're looking at February the 6th, and then north part of that county, January the 4th. So in the same county, we actually have almost 3 dates. Then coming down to Bay County, January 26th right there, okay. Then going up there to Holmes County, up the top, February the 7th. Getting close to Valentine's Day. And then over there in Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa County is the 17th, right there. And then the 13th, Walton County, I'm sorry, the 17th. Walton, Okaloosa, and Santa Rosa in that order, from left to right. So those are the dates. Now, keeping that in mind, what I want you to understand is that okay, let's get back. Now, deer, the bucks, and the last 2 years I've taken an 8-point on the Martin Luther King weekend, this coming weekend, and I've been fortunate that I've been able to be in the right place at the right time. But they're so, even though they're in rut now, they're not just going to walk out there crazy and all. They're going to be looking around. And I had this little video, minute 22 seconds, this video of this buck that I took a picture of back at the state park. And I'm going to have a sound to it, but it's on a minute 22. So watch this buck. He's in velvet, but watch how observant he is, and he's always constantly looking around. And this is what people don't realize if you're a novice at deer hunting, how they can see and they can smell and they can hear so good. So let's go ahead and roll this video, then we'll come back. I'll show you a couple more pictures, okay? Okay, welcome back. You see what I'm talking about how they can do things like that? Now, it's amazing how observant they are. Now, I want to go ahead and I want to show you some pictures, one or two more pictures. Before I get into that, before I show the pictures, I want to go ahead and ask you for your help. And we always, on Panhandle Outdoors, we live off our sponsors, basically. And, we're able to bring you a great show. Panhandle Outdoors is special to a lot of folks, including us here at Fox 28. And it's real people doing real things, unrehearsed, and we don't take second pictures of everything. And what you see is what you get. So sponsors, we always need sponsors. So if you know if anybody wants to help sponsor Panhandle Outdoors, give me a call, send me an email, and I'll run by and talk to them and show them what we have to offer. We get really good results from our sponsors, and they're real satisfied. So if you'd help us out on that, or you have any idea on helping us in a way you can like that, we would appreciate it. Now, I want to show you this picture here. It's just what it is, just a picture of some antique lures. But there's a story behind this, okay? Then we'll come back and then I'm going to show you another picture of it. Now, you're reaching your students when they come back to you. Madison Walker, one of my students, her family took a Christmas break in Colorado. They're in Denver, Colorado at an antique store. And she took this picture, and I told the students about the second month of school, I think, a story about the jitterbug. It just came to the top of my head. We're talking about different things. I told them a story about the jitterbug the fishing lure, the jitterbug, and how it actually was made in the 30s and 40s with that metal lip, but when World War II broke out, they put a plastic lip on it because of the shortage of metal in the country, and how special collectors really like to find a plastic lip jitterbug. And that was like in September, maybe October, I told them that story. Well, Madison sent me this picture, okay, during Christmas break, right after Christmas break, okay, and the next picture, I'm going to zoom in, okay, right in the center of the screen is a plastic lip jitterbug on display there in Denver, Colorado. And she remembered the story I told her, and she was all excited. She found one in Denver, Colorado with a plastic lip. So I guess that's a great sign that your students are listening to you when they remember that story from 2 months earlier and run across one at an antique store. So that's a plastic lip jitterbug from and that was put out by Fred Arbogast, and it's a really neat story there. So I just got a kick out of that. I wanted to share that with you because I know you appreciate it being part of fishing history and all. And again, getting back to my book will be coming out at the end of this month. We'll be talking more about it, full box. We're all excited about it again, and it's always a lot of fun to distribute these books and talk to people who enjoy them and all. And we're really looking forward to it. So we'll let you know more about it next week also. And meanwhile, we're going to have to start wrapping things up. If you have any ideas in the shows and all, people ask about striper fishing, and we talked about, we're going to talk about striper fishing soon, I promise you. But you basically going to catch those the same way you catch a bass. Like Blair was talking about that earlier. Okay, so let's wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching Panhandle Outdoors, and you have a great day. You do something good for someone else today. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.